Fear not, this time next week, Rodders, I hope, will be returning to the league football that I excel at. Finding international football and the lower tiers tough to trust, I'm afraid. I'm quite happy to sit on my hands and wait for this lot to come. This is more like it, isn't it? Liechtenstein v Moldova, or Southampton against Leicester, Bournemouth against Arsenal. Far more readable, aren't they? Probably going to start on Friday, the proper footy, in inverted commas. Yeah, German Bundesliga beginning, Irish Premier Division, Irish First Division, highly likely. Well, a full Erste Divisi, as usual, Spanish La Liga, etc. So stick Friday in your notebooks. Thursday and Wednesday are likely to be the transitional days between international and the return to league football. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't like this international break. I don't like the international football as a trading vehicle from a trust perspective. And English League Two, as you'll see, not the most reliable league on the planet yesterday. Let's take a quick look at yesterday. Arguably, if you got in quickly, it was about a 3-minute break between the goals. Scotland did score first. They did get a late equaliser. That was scratched off, alas. But not quite in keeping with a 1.5 quote for that Croatia. They were holding on there. The only angle in here would have been if Poland scored first. They've been very poor up front, considering they got Lewandowski, but they just don't have a backup for Lewandowski. So no trade there, unless did a bit of delaying. 26th minute there. Serbia and Switzerland again, 2.4 the favourites. Not necessarily a shock result, and I wouldn't have taken on a Serbian lead. Spain against Denmark, just one goal in it, coming second half. So this is one of those you could possibly backed over 1.5 goals second half, but again, it's not quite in keeping with the odds. The 1-0 quote, I think that's far too dismissive of an international side like Denmark. In the other matches, well, odds on, not scoring, just scraping through, not scoring, and emphatic. So those would be the problematic ones there. That's why I don't like internationals. And that was about it yesterday for the Nations League. We did have a smattering of other leagues. Morocco, that's what you expect. That's more like it, isn't it? 1.14, bang on the button. 5-0. And look at that, throwing in a 15-minute break for you to back over 2.5 goals. And you could clean up with 3 minutes after the 15. Very nice indeed. That's the kind of standout for overs. It's obvious, but it's obvious because the market's expecting goals. Don't make your life difficult. And on Sunday, let's have a look today. The Nations League continues. And again, it's a hodgepodge, isn't it? Slovenia, Kazakhstan. England must win against Finland. They were the similar odds. Last match against Greece, and that went all Lee Carsley on us. So watch out today. It is a must-win for England. Probably a redemption-style match for Mr. Carsley. Must get a result. Finland really are very poor indeed. And all the other matches are pretty tough to call. Austria against Norway, just a touch of odds on for Austria. Greece against Ireland. Again, you saw the impressive performance against England for the Greeks. I don't think Ireland will land a blow. This is a standout for me if Ireland score the first goal today. I don't think they can land a blow against the Greeks. All of the others, Moldova and Malta, Liechtenstein and Gibraltar, oh boy, Faroe Islands and Latvia. Oh, bring the popcorn to this lot. Armenia and North Macedonia. I think I will be giving the 5 o'clocks a wide berth. So I won't be doing any trading today personally myself. Maybe have a look at the odds-ons, particularly the earlier kickoffs. But it's a very tough coupon in the Nations League. don't worry. Friday, Saturday, we are back to our best. We've got Spanish La Liga 2 today as well. Again, 2.55, 2.3 the favourite, 2.25, 2.2, 2.15. It's telling you it's a very tough coupon today. The early season strength lies with, drumroll, let's have a look, Racing Santander. Now, if you want to look at over and unders teams, let's see if we can get a list of them there. Over and under. So you can have a look. Huesca. They've got a 50% strike rate for overs. Similar story for Albacete. These are the top of the tree for overs. Cadiz, newly relegated. Zaragoza. And perhaps up to Granada as your standouts for overs in this particular competition. So we've got Granada at home to Cordoba today. That could see overs. We've got Racing Santander at home as well. They're third best for overs in this league early season. Zaragoza not playing today. Cadiz not playing today. I think they played yesterday. And Levante are away at Racing Santander. So you've got a possibility of goals with two of the top four for over 2.5 goals. So that could be a way to shortlist your overs. I, as you know, tend to do it by the odds, and you'll get that Friday and Saturday. So my way, we'll be looking at initially, well, certainly the Greece match, not for overs, but as a trading vehicle. I think it would be a very good trading match today. So just the England match for a 1.35 favourite or lower. So it's telling you it's going to be a quiet old day today. Done the research for you for what it's worth. 1.67. I couldn't foresee a 3-0 win. Those odds would be far shorter for a 3-0 win for Slovenia. 4 of Kazakhstan's last 6 matches producing exactly 3 goals. So we've got a good chance of overs for the Kazakhs. Finland against England will be defence against attack. Highly likely we're going to get an England win. Got to react, got to keep a clean sheet and get back after that poor display against Greece. I'm not sure I can trust England for over 2.5 goals though. That's the problem. Austria-Norway. Prediction of a draw. Well, the Norwegians, despite having not Rasmus Højlund, but Erling Haaland, don't tend to be absolute goal fest or goal machines. The Austrians have had a touch of reliability about them for me. Unbeaten in the last home matches, particularly when Christopher Baumgartner scores, so watch out for him. 6 of Austria's last 7 Nations League home matches saw both teams score, so possibilities of overs there. Greece and Ireland, you've got to favour the Greeks on that performance against England. They're going to keep a tight ship at the back. Watch out for Pavlidis. Old Vangelis, Chariots of Fire, Pavlidis. 2 goals against England and a disallowed goal as well. Armenia, North Macedonia. It's an I'll get me coat match. I wouldn't be touching this one at all. I haven't got a clue. Faroe Islands against Latvia. Again, it's one of those. Get the old popcorn out. Not for me, I'm afraid. So you won't be seeing me for these kickoffs at all. Make absolutely no appeal whatsoever. We do have a smattering of other leagues with us today. But I'm going to take a day off. I don't like the coupon at all. Spanish La Liga 2, we've already seen Racing Santander Levante, high probability, 2 top 4s for over 2.5 goals. Granada as well could catch some goals today. But you're only basing it on a small sample of matches, so it might not be absolutely ideal. And that is about that. Have a great day. Monday is normally my day off. No, it's Sunday, so it's not a day off. But it's very tough coupon to call, I'm afraid. So you won't be hearing much from me, particularly the Nations League C and League D. Those matches look appalling. I won't be up for the 17:45 kickoffs. Austria-Norway, Greeks and Ireland would be the one I would focus on. Armenia, no thanks. Faroe Islands, no thanks. I'm not staying up to 2 a.m. just for 2 matches for you. Okay, I hope you understand. I'll keep an eye on La Liga 2 today, but as you know, it's a tough coupon. 2.5, 2.3, 2.25, 2.2. So if you can be patient, we're back to normal next week, where you're going to have more trades than you can shake a stick at. So let's just get this international break out of the way. Keep the betting bank nice and safe. Dortmund St. Pauli, goals galore. Looks good. Alaves Valladolid, but all of the big guns returning on Saturday and Sunday. So really looking forward to some solid football and some readable matches. Reliable teams. I don't know much about Moldova, Liechtenstein, but I know plenty more about Tottenham and West Ham. So we've got London Derby there. That's going to be a tough nut to crack for the Hammers. In poor form this season. Man United, well, you don't know what to do with them, do you? Newcastle at home, just a touch of odds on, but you cannot dismiss this Brighton side, as has been well advertised recently. They are in good nick. So Friday, Saturday, really looking forward to coming back. Wonderful stuff against the Spuds. So watch out, Newcastle, because they're not really renowned for their defence, are they? Over 2.5 goal league, German Bundesliga 2. Wow. 4 odds-ons, 5 out of 6 odds-ons at home, 6 out of 6 odds-on favourites here. Could get a good run for our money. Leverkusen, goals before half-time, of course. Hoffenheim, goals before half-time. Bayern Munich have been ticking along nicely. Leipzig, you don't know whether they're going to be 0-1 merchants or 3-0 merchants. Freiburg and Augsburg could be good for overs as well. So that looks a very good over 2.5 goal league, Bundesliga. So as you can see, we're breezing through these, aren't we? But when you look at the internationals today, they're a tough nut to crack. In Italian Serie A, we've got newly promoted Como against newly promoted Parma. That should be a fascinating match. AC Milan, Juventus against Lazio. Lazio have been in good form early season. Juventus have been trying to pick up clean sheets. So again, a good coupon. Eredivisie, Feyenoord, Twente, PSV, AZ Alkmaar. That's a derby-style match. Could see both teams to score. But we're looking for goals from Twente and Feyenoord there. Atletico Bilbao being in excellent form early season. Warm order at 1.5, and I suspect we'll bring it home at those odds. Girona Sociedad, tougher to call. Real Madrid have been excellent this season as well. One of the better sides. But watch out for probably won't be. There will be some post-fatigue. Jude Bellingham, etc. spread out throughout the world playing international football. So that's more like it, isn't it? So I hope you can just keep your patient hat on. And do, by all means, if you've got Fairbot, use the simulation mode. Try out your own overs theories as well in these matches. Sunday, Wolves against Man City. Good luck, Wolves, for that one. Liverpool-Chelsea, a real tester for Arnie Pie in the Sky Slot. I don't think they'll be able to keep Chelsea out with that very, very strong attacking lineup. But don't forget, these are sides who are going to be affected by the international break as well. Got to be very wary. Chock full of internationals. Something has to give. Venezia, newly promoted, likely a 10-man defence against Atalanta, but likely not to be quite good enough at the end. So that's more like it, isn't it? Upcoming attractions, far more appealing than Group C and Group D 7 days prior. Far more appealing, isn't it, than a Group D, Group C, Group D in the Nations League. Armenia, North Macedonia, Faroe Islands, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Gibraltar, Malta, Moldova. Or would you prefer Dortmund, St. Pauli? A lot more readable, isn't it? So have a great day. I'll be up and about for the early kickoffs. I'm not staying up for the 7:45s. They really do not make any great appeal. The absolute standout at 7:45 is Greece Ireland. I think that's eminently readable from a Greek perspective. I can't see, despite Ireland scoring 2 goals recently, which is a rarity for them, They must have resurrected Robbie Keane, but I can't see it. 2 against Finland. They've already lost 2-0 to Greece in September, and highly likely to feel that again for the 3rd consecutive match, conceding 2 goals. Greek side, Pavlidis, rock solid form. The defence, very tough to get against. I'll keep an eye on the matches today, but please don't expect an avalanche of trades. I do apologise for the quiet period. I just don't like international football. I am sorry. We don't have those patterns that we have with those upcoming Saturday and Sunday league matches where we've got a whole avalanche of stats, and we know the teams, and we know the players, we know the strengths, the weaknesses, and we know how they're likely to perform as well with the challenge table. We don't get that. You saw some shock results yesterday, some odds-on favourites in internationals not winning, and that's what we're having to face. So my apologies, but do expect me to be up and about for these earlier kickoffs, and if there is anything, I will pass it on, but it's highly likely to be yet another one of those quiet days today. Have a great day. See you again tomorrow.